Welcome back. We are with Chad and Brandon, two guys in their 40s with PhDs looking to go from Diamond to Grand Champ, also known as Team Unk. In this episode, we are going to be covering one of the most misunderstood concepts in Rocket League, triangle defending. If you've ever wondered how to go from defense to offense in the blink of an eye, this episode is for you. But first, let's see how Chad and Brandon have been getting on with the drills from last week.
Things I realized with doing this before was that my perfect side flips are like not good. Like, see, I try to do it there to like forward.
Right.
I can do the 45 ones okay, but I still really struggle with the perfect side flips. Like.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, actually, okay. So I was gonna say just don't bother putting in the side flips, but actually keep doing this. Put in the side flips because this looks perfect. Okay, nice. And you could actually go there. Yeah, I was gonna say you can go there, Chad. If you ever end up dipping in behind a little bit, always go for it because what will happen is you'll take it and spin them out. There we go. Let's make sure we see them. Yeah, always start a little bit there, a little bit ahead. Nice. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great. Okay, so this time, let's make a priority, because I'm watching obviously via your screen. I'm noticing you're in ball cam the whole time. As soon as you hit that side flip, I want you to jump into car cam and secure the corner boost. Because that is what really makes this. And I just want to quickly say that where, people will go wrong is they almost underestimate the power of that boost. So make sure that we're starving them down. Nice. Grab, up. And make sure we're up. So straight away, even though it's going low there, Chad, get up on that turn if you can.
You want me up here?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly like that. Yep. Perfect. Run it again. So we'll always do a recap on this because this is such an important skill. So we'll just do a quick recap. Perfect. Boost grab. Up. Nice. There you go. And then those. Perfect. Okay. And one more. Excellent. Good. Perfect. Up. That's it. Right. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As you can see, Chad and Brandon are doing an excellent job. Their shadowing is looking so much better than last week. But I've got a little tip for them. And you guys can add this to your game today. And you will be a much, much better player. Check this out. So as I'm shadowing, all right, I'm doing my thing. And I'm already going. So that now look, I take the ball. Then up and I'm up here. And I'm already stopping here. So I can get a little touch like that. So the quicker you can make that turn and stay still, the quicker you can get the touch, the better. Okay, let's try this again. And also, if you can get the flip in before the halfway line to secure the mid boost, even better. It's not going to be easy, but that really is what you're after because that's going to just take everything off them. And it also makes them more desperate to get to your corner because they want the other boost that that's still there. Excellent, yeah. Nice try. So all that was is there was a little bit of turning. So you didn't pincer straight again. That's all.
Okay.
Pincer
straight.
Yeah, straight away. It's like bam, bam, and then we're on. If you want to watch the full coaching episodes, you can get them via Patreon. The link is in the description below. But we're going to skip straight on to the next drill and the next key move, defending from behind. Then after, I'm going to show you one of my secret techniques that I use to consistently take the ball from the opponent. You're going to love it. Again, I start a little bit behind. Take it easy, just to show. I'm up, and then I do my side flip. And then I can do triangle defending, and then I can just finish and go for a backboard hit. Do you see how we're starting to pair them up now? So I know some of the people watching this won't know anything about triangle defending. We'll circle back around to that after, but I just want this drill now. So want one of you to take a slow dribble, and then jump over the top, and you're almost like you're jumping over the back of their car. So that's what I'm trying to do. Now what this teaches is it'll help you figure out where your side flip distance is. Because you'd be surprised, you can come from quite far away and hit a side flip because of the way it pushes you across lanes. If you go again, it's quite surprising if you go there, sorry. So even though I'm here, you probably think there's no way you can land a side flip, but you actually can.
Look at that.
Yeah, you see, I'm quite a bit away when I hit that side flip. It seems like I'm way too far for that lane change, but a perfect side flip throws your car quite a lot. So even from here, oops, but you can see, I mean, that's a good way to test it is, you know, you can start on this line here, pretty much driving forward, and you can do a side flip, and look, I'm on the mid boost. So that's how much distance I've just covered from mid boost to here in one side flip. Now I want you to try this yourself. So if you come onto this line here, both of you guys, right? Face forward, or yeah, me, whatever. Now try and side flip and reach the wall on your side flip. So from this position, how can we get our side flip over there? What you can also do is you can jump higher. So if you hold your jump higher, and then now you're talking. You see the propulsion. If you look at the difference, if I'm landing here, and then there, look at the difference. So if I'm in this position here, and I do what most people do when they try and side flip, they do this. So quick. That's how far. So if one of you comes, you know, right by my car here, sort of like a placeholder, I'm going to jump, and I'm going to hold jump, so I jump higher, and then I'm going to do the side flip. So now I get an extra 2 cars. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Because then, add on to that, because I'm in the air, I can do aerial pincering. So you imagine, I'm going to fly out the ball like this, and then I'm going to straighten up, and then I'm going to hit my side flip all in one. Which is why, if you've got the ball on that side there, you can take off from here, and you can get a perfect side flip, believe it or not, on that ball. Because you'd come up, you'd fly in, you'd straighten out, and I've just lost my dodge, and then you'd side flip. So you can imagine the power of this. You can actually clip it. So that's what you want to be doing, is changing the timing of these side flips. So if we go back and forth, have one of you push the ball from the corner, then do it in a nice slow controlled manner, and the other one come in from the inside of the opponent's net, and I want you to take off as far from the play as you can. Not bad, not bad. So what you can do there, Chad, jump a bit earlier, and actually fly towards the ball, then straighten up. Okay, so starting the net there. Actually, yeah, you can start here. That's fine. Okay, slow. Yep, there we go. As in Chad, slow. Yep. And then, oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So what you want to be thinking through this is the earlier you can get supersonic, the better, because you're on basically an opponent who's breaking away. So you want to be quick. So supersonic early, nearly, not bad at all. Yep. Okay. Again, so supersonic early here. Wait, let him go ahead. Now, yeah. Jump. Nice. Perfect. So now there's levels to this, of course. 1, can we get earlier? 2, can we delay the dodge even more so we're rolling that ball over the top? And 3, can we do it in a manner that allows us to land on the opponent or our corner boost? Here we go again. Nice and slow here. Nice and slow on the dribble. So, yeah, right. So you got in line and then jumped there, Chad. Try and think you're going to jump over the car.
Okay.
All right, if we do run that again. Nice and slow on the dribble here. Better. Way better. Yep. And for Brandon there, he wouldn't have even seen you. He just went, whoa, the ball's gone. You can see here that Brandon's going to come down here, which is going to make Chad confident to come down here, or similar like that. Then he's going to come directly across, and get the challenge like that. So it creates a triangle. That's why we call it triangle defending. Now, as you get better, you can start dropping the triangles in here. You don't have to back all the way off. It really is up to you. Sometimes you can just challenge them here and it will go straight to net. Other times they might be quite savvy and you might want to purposely challenge them later. It's going to be up to you. So now, knowing that, let's do a little bit of the triangle defending drill just to warm that up. Nice, perfect. And what I want you to start doing is what we just did, that timing of that side flip for defending from behind. Start experimenting.
Okay. Because
maybe you want to jump and hang in the air and then flip. Or maybe you don't. It's different things. Okay? You need to practice all the different things. But yeah, usually you want to be a little bit more delayed, generally. And just imagine you're on 0 boost when you're doing this and you're just pushing it forward as the player on the ball, because that's the reality of it. So yeah, nice. I like the fake there, but I personally wouldn't bother faking too hard on a triangle defending. Either I'm going to do it or I'm not.
Okay.
Because I want...
It's because they have 0, so they can't really do anything anyway. Because
if you...
fake's not really
yeah, because if you start shadowing, they can start putting the ball... Exactly, that's perfect. And you're still going to end up... yeah, nice. Yeah, they can start forcing you into a shadow and use the ball to grab boosts and then just force it through you. Excellent. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Hey, nice. Not bad at all.
Oh,
not
my God.
Yeah, it's so good. But that's really looking good. So you guys get these concepts really well here. Yeah, really nice. Nice. So let me show you another triangle that's quite useful on the triangle defenders. So this is the really heavy defensive one. So imagine this is my side, and it's the same thing, all right? So I've took the mid boost, and I've backed off, and I come here. This was a popular strategy by Scrub Killer. Now what's going to happen from the mid boost, you're going to attack, and it's the same thing, the exact same thing. So I'll drill it with you one more time. So let's just say we're here, Chad, and you already pushed it through. And I know you're low on boost, so I'm going to take this, and instead, and maybe I just don't, I just haven't been able to get on the inside. I'll do this and let you take the middle if you've slowed it down, and then I'll challenge there. Okay, really popular strategy by Scrub Killer. That's another one you can work on. Okay, let's say you're going to push that on this net over here, Chad. Oh, sorry. And I'm here, right? And I know he hasn't got boost, but let's say he's got 10, and I go now for it. Just shoot it on net because you'd be on. Yeah, I can't get there, so I actually will back off more so that if he shoots it early, I can still get there in time. It's a very popular one strategy. This is, you'll see a lot of ones players do it. So if we act this out from the beginning, so if you're behind that ball, so you're going to go to the mid boost. I'm here and I grab, and I'm going to keep backing off to let you there. So now even if you jumped, like if you took it early, I'd be able to recover. And what will happen is a lot of time they will shoot early because you've backed all the way off here, and then you get a free ball and you take it across here, and you've instantly created finding these triangles and where they're safe to do so. But usually you want to think of like one pad distance. So like, yeah, so see, this is a bit close. Yeah, so it's too close. So you haven't forced his path. So that's why you want to back off a little bit more for this one. The other reason is like the one in the mid map isn't as dangerous as this one. So you want to make sure you're timing it right. Perfect. Nice. Yep. Excellent. Nice. And in the mid. So that's fine. Yeah, well timed. Well timed, to be fair. But yeah, I personally would back off a little bit more to that back boost on some occasions, personally. Okay. Because I want to get people into deep water.
There's really no like downside to letting them go all the way back there.
There isn't. No, there isn't. Because if anything, there's an upside, and the upside is they're closer to your net, which means they're further stranded. Basically, now he's like really stranded. If you imagine, and you've got more offensive time. But if you can land it right, I mean, I'll often just jump on a triangle defense. As soon as I know, you can sort of smell blood. You know what I mean? Once you know they're low, yeah, I'm gonna try and look for triangle defending. Now, as we've said there, we prefer it when that... Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one. Yep. Make sure you're hitting the side of the car. Side of the car on those side flips. So it was good what you did, but because you faced him, you ended up hitting it with the corner.
With the nose, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's just little tiny things. Chad and Brandon are doing a great job of asking really key questions, and they're drilling it and getting better. Again, I go over the coaching notes more so on Patreon, but I'm going to show you right now one of my secret triangles and one of the ways I can take 50-50 straight into the opponent's net. You can use this, you can get better. And then after, I'm going to show you the sequence I use all the time to dispossess opponents without them realizing what is happening. And again, you can add this today. Check this out. This one happens all the time actually. So they've got this ball in the corner and they're going to attack direct to the net. So you've grabbed that and they're still going to push that directly to the net. So imagine you're pushing it directly to net. What you would do is you've got the triangle there. And look where that pinches.
Yeah.
It's a really popular one, that is. Well, common, I should say. Because a lot of people will keep re-attacking you. So you allow them to attack if it's a grounded ball. And you meet them close to your net because you know exactly what they're after. Okay, let's try that one. See if you can pinch it on net and then finish. Cut in. But so this is a little bit too quick because there's no danger. I wouldn't bother defending if you're going that quick because you don't have control of the ball. So this is why it's really important to when you're drilling stuff is also to sort of be like in game. Would I actually bother defending that? So let's just stop it here. Okay, like that. Okay, now drive basically. So I've took that boost to drive directly to the net from there. And there's my 50. And now it goes towards the net. Okay. So make sure you're setting it up perfect because if they go in that fast, we're not doing that. And that's really important because you don't want to end up just doing the same movements if they're not the right ones.
Key is just to learn how to recognize which one is which. Exactly. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's so important to just take your time. So then more to the wall there because I wouldn't give you that. So this is the thing. Yeah. It's got to come from the wall because there's no one's way. Gonna give you that. Yeah, no one's giving you that.
Yeah. So it's all the way in the corner. Right?
Yeah, and now they're going to scoop in. There you go. Because that happens all the time. It's hard to sort of set this fruit up, but basically, this is what tends to happen after a clear. Or you'll make a save and the ball's grounded, then they'll hook around the wall and then re-attack. And so many people will get caught out if they go straight to net. There you go. Nice. Triangle defend there. Nice. Not bad at all. But always think longest part of the hitbox. So what you did was brilliant. And let me just show you the difference. The tiny subtle difference. So what you did, if you watch me here, Brandon, is when that came in, you did this side flip. Right? Like that. But what I want you to do is I want you to go the longest part of your car into the ball, which is there for the side flip. So I'd actually be facing forward. So wherever they're pushing the ball, my car is facing side onto that.
Yeah. And that's what gets you that, like, that's powerful, like, 50, right?
Yes, there are things you can do to manipulate that to make it even more powerful. Yeah. And I can show you that if you're interested as well. But yeah.
I'm going to drive it to net here, Jeff.
Essentially, so that's it. Perfect. There you go. See, because you're perfectly side on there, Chad. It, like, flings it. It absolutely flings it. So this is why you can actually, if you get really good on defense, when you do finally do your challenges, it always, people go, how are you so lucky? But it's because you're always taking those inside challenges as they're pushing. It pinches back. Okay, let's have one more and then I'll show you a way to create powerful pinches. Excellent. Look at that. Nice. Right, okay. What I want you to work on is not air roll shooting. If you can help it. Because right here, you naturally air roll. There.
Yeah.
Makes the shot harder and also, unless the air roll shots were basically, I suppose, pioneered by a guy called Greasy Meister. You ever heard of Greasy Meister? And we're side flipping into it here. Sort of like this. What you can do, if you really want it to just go straight into net, say they're diving here. Like that. And you're side flipping here. Like this. There's obviously there's more space here than there is here. Because that's the short part. So it's going to pinch out. But if you rotate your car away from the ball, it'll pinch your back end in more, which opens this end even more and creates a tighter pinch here. So instead, your car, well, you jump and you rotate. So you'd put your car like this into their hit, which would now go, it would fly. It's something you can do. It's more advanced. Don't do it by, like, obviously, I think you did something similar by accident earlier, but you want to make sure you're aware of it and actually doing it on purpose. He's saving everything. We need to put up a little fake hit. Here he comes. He's going to take that into the... Here we go. He's being aggressive. I grab. I start backing off. But this time, go into the middle, Chad. Attack the center if you can. I've took everything here. I've took absolutely everything. And there, we're off. So I use that pinch method there. And then we're off. So I actually made sure there's no possible way that ball could ever go behind me. So I pinched it. I sort of pinched my back end in like that. Very subtle. Very subtle. But this is what makes side flip so difficult, because sometimes, let's say I'm going to do a left side flip, I'll actually jump and rotate right and then go left. And same with the other side. So it's just getting really good at that joystick. So if you guys want to try that one as well. So yeah, you don't... And remember, use this in the game. You know, try and actually maybe even take the ball back, but try not to force everything on net. Yep, that's it. Yeah, always challenge a bouncing ball like that. Straight away. Don't even let him get under it. Really nice. So this is looking good. So now, hopefully, you can start to really feel there's different ways to do this. And here it is. Now you start, hopefully, whilst watching this, to understand how many layers there are to defending. And guess what? I'm just scratching the surface because these guys are still fresh to this. But this is a great introductory defensive bag that you can use today to add in and hopefully start seeing the game actually that you can use your defense to get free clean possessions that allow you to attack the net as opposed to diving and leaving it all to chance. This move you're about to see is a Pacifist exclusive and we're putting it on here. Guys, check this one out. For example, let's say you've got the ball in the corner, Brandon. Okay, and you're doing the standard drill with me, the very first one that we do, the basic drill. Now what you guys can notice now is I can come in, I can pinch and I can do that. Grab the mid boost, and now looky look, I can force him into this triangle defending, so he comes in and bang. Now we're starting to use one after the other. We've gone from drill 1 to drill 6. Do you see what I mean? So the idea...
Yeah, that one's going to be good.
Yeah.
That one's going to be really good. I can already tell. Like, we're going to get that situation a lot in real games if we play it correctly.
Probably the one I use the most. This is still early days. And over the next few months, I'm coaching these guys all the way to Grand Champ using the Pacifist System. Following along with the physical book that you can get from airchargedrl.com. If you want to learn more and you don't want to go for the book straight away, still head to airchargedrl.com where you can download the first 3 pages free and get email updates showing you some tips and tricks and secrets. Or you can watch the full uncut sessions of my training with Chad and Brandon and have access to their full write-ups via the Patreon. Thanks for watching. Look after yourself.